Well, today, on November 29th, 2025, I beat Blasto for the PS1. Released back in 1998, and according to Wikipedia, it went in development in 95, and it stars Phil Hartman as Blasto. According to Wikipedia, he recorded all his lines in 6 hours. He's got a lot of dialogue in that game. Blasto was something that I remember just seeing the commercial for it. Even though I did like the commercial, I never showed an interest in wanting to play the game. Eventually, I did start showing an interest, and I did get the game, but when I first got it, it was just the CD and the manual, so I ended up having to buy the cartridge online. Well, the case. Why did I say cartridge? Okay. I did try playing it a while ago, back in the 2010s, and I only got to like the 3rd episode before I lost interest, but today, I finally completed that game. And man, is it frustrating. The controls, it's one of those games where left and right only turn you, up is forward, back is back. The bottom 2 top buttons make you do that and that. One of them, I believe on this side, it's the one where you do the aiming when you hold down. The other one, when you hold down, he walks. Now, the buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one is shooting. This one opens doors. This one, special weapon. This one, jump. The select is a map. Pause lets you go to the controls, the sound, and quit the game, or resume the game. Now, this game has got a problem with difficulty, especially considering this is a 3D action platformer, and you fall down a lot, especially in the later episodes. But episode 2 and 3 are full of platforms that you can fall off of. Also, what sucks is when you hit the jump button back at the same time, he'll do like a backflip and turn around. And if you're on a small, tight area, you're just going to fall right off of it. And, well, this is also one of those games, if he jumps too far down, even though you land on a platform, he'll die. Now, he can swim, but he can't hold his breath forever. So whenever you do water levels, you have to look for air vents. The only water levels are in, I believe it's episode 4 and episode 11. Episode 11 is just complete water level. Almost a world. With mines all over the place. Oh, goodness. Now, there's 13 episodes. The story is Boss, who was defeated and banished to the 5th dimension, is coming back, and now he wants to take over planet Uranus, and Blasto has to spring into action after he's contacted by his general, a guy who talks with his mustache moving. And Blasto now sets out and tries to stop him. Now, you gotta rescue babes in all but 2 episodes. Episode 1, it's 2. Episode 2, it's 3. Episode 3, it's 2. Episode 4, 6. Episode 5, it was 1. Episode 6, it's 2. Episode 7, it's 4. Episode 8, it's 8. Episode 9, 1. Episode 10, 3. Episode 11, 9. Episode 12, 3 again. Episode 13, 9. Okay, after you rescue all the babes, you go to the Love Harem, which is in episode 9, which is pretty much the main level because episode. This is one of those games that's kind of like Blaster Master. When you get to episode 4, you can go to episode 5 and come back. You can go to episode 6 and come back. Then you go on level episode 4. You go to episode 7 when you get to the end. Episode 9, you go this way to get to episode 10, which also takes you to episode 11, and then you have to play through episode 11 to come back to episode 9, and then you gotta go to episode 12 and come back to episode 9 to get to episode 13. Yeah, it does remind me a lot of Blaster Master like that. Enemies in this game are annoying. There's these robots, then the iBots or these saucers thing that will fly around you and move really fast, shooting lasers, or sometimes they'll shoot bombs at you. There's those little aliens that serves boss. They shoot, jump, shoot, charge and shoot. And for the record, if one of them charges its gun all the way and shoots you, you're dead in one hit. And there's a lot, and later in the game they do that a lot, so you gotta be careful. And what also sucks is later in the game when you encounter advanced enemies, or such as bosses, you have to charge your gun up in order to be able to damage them. Only the first boss, which is in episode 2, can be killed by just being shot with regular shots. Oh, excuse me. Now the power-ups in this game include a homing missile, flamethrower, rapid shot, ice shot, which freezes the enemy and allows you to shoot them, and a nuke, and a gun that actually shoots regular enemies out. But that's actually used in episode, let's see, what was it? 7, because there's this giant blue creature with one eye and one of those bennies I think they're called. They have that hat with that little propeller. That kills you in one hit, and no matter what you do, you can't hit it. But whenever you shoot that weapon, it creates 3 regular enemies. It will go to them instead, allowing you to get to where you need to be. Because in episode, I believe it's 1 and 7, you really need the jetpack. Yeah, you get a jetpack, but you gotta look for gasoline cans. And episode 7 also has this one boss, which is a giant eyebot, which is at first it just attacks you like a regular eyebot, but whenever you blow the cannon off, that's when it starts charging off. With charging, it'll hit you in that one hit and you're dead. How I do that? Get the homing missiles, take care of that cannon, and then whenever you blow it off, you drop down, but use the jetpack to glide, to slowly lower yourself down. Get the thing the cloaking that makes you invisible so it can't see you, because yeah, that's one of the power-ups. When you see through, they can't see you. Whenever you're gold, you're invincible. You also get health, full health, extra lives, 2 extra lives. Whenever you get that cloaking device, you just go back up, and this time the eye can't see you, and just get rid of that thing. But you be very careful, because when you charge up and when you fire, sometimes it will just move out of the way, and a lot of times a number of enemies do that. The shadow enemies to me are the worst in this game, and they appear in the final levels. The episode 10 and episode 12 is where they mainly appear, and whenever you get rid of them, more just appear like no tomorrow. Every time you hit pause, it lets you know how many are left and how many are you kill. If you kill every enemy in a level, you earn an extra continue. And you also have to rescue the babes. And the babes, when you go to the love harem, which is in episode 9, you go in there and they throw you out, and you get to play through the rest of the game in Blasto's underwear. And it does change the cutscene when he encounters boss. Their dialogue is different. And at the end of the game, when you beat it, Blasto will still be in his underwear, and when the guy contacts him, he actually doesn't seem to even notice. Oh, goodness. And the boss is, the third episode has this ball alien with one eye, one suction cup mouth, and all these 2 tentacles with these 2 spots that when it swirls around, you just gotta do this and do that, avoid its attacks to get rid of it. There's also flying saucers that are piloted by those aliens, and those are annoying. I think they appear only in episode 7 and episode 8. When it comes to the one in episode 8, get the invincibility that's pretty far away, then come back, get the homing missiles, and then that way you can, if you get it there quick enough, you'll be able to take it with the homing missiles, and no matter how many times it hits you, it won't damage you. You have to be careful because they can enlarge your head where it pops, and that kills you. It's really annoying. Well, the episode 8 is also the level that has the most platforming. You're surrounded by lava. You gotta go from platform to platform to platform from these like giant little islands that stick out from the lava. I don't know how they would be doing that. Also, the robot motorcycle also appears in that. And once again, he's the only boss that you can kill with regular shot. The blue guy does return in episode 12, but whenever the area where the love harem is at, there's also this stack of crates. Get to the top, defeat the enemies that have that staff that are really annoying because you have to hit them with a charge shot or whatever. Get the biggest gun in the game. You get like 5 shots, I believe. Return, and that's when you can finally kill that blue son of a gun. He dies in one hit, thankfully. And when basically you will have to find switches to open up doors, of course, but like in episode 3 and episode 9, the other episodes they're connected to have those switches in order to access the get further when you have to go back. Now, when it comes to the final showdown boss, he gets aboard this giant robot, and then when you destroy it, the head detaches, there's this big flash, and now the whole arena has lava pits And yeah, you are in it wherever you're standing. If you're standing where the lava pit is going to be, you'll fall, and you have to get out as quickly as possible because the lava, it slows, it kills you, drains you of your energy really fast. If you're on it too long, but if you're on it too long, you turn to ash. But if you still can get out of it. But yes, it does kill you really fast, so you still have to be careful. And oh boy. The final battle against the robot is not too bad. He just shoots lasers, bombs that you can destroy if they're right in front of you. Because any enemy that shoots a bomb like the iBots, you can destroy the bombs. He also will try and stomp on you, but when it comes to that head, it just shoots lasers and those bombs. But it moves really fast, and I mean really fast. Usually what I would have to do is wait till it comes towards me to fire things, and then I'd have to hit it. But I couldn't tell if it just only required charge shot or regular shot. I just know, all I know is I was just charging, shooting, charging, shooting, charging, shooting, and when I got him, I blew a sigh of relief. The ending lets us know that Boss will not be back because he sinks into the lava. First he offers Blasto money, which Blasto rejects. Then he offers him women, but Blasto's like, but Blasto rejects. The ending is him just getting off the planet before the self-destruct happens, and he throws up in the cockpit. And if you rescue all the babes, whenever you play go to the menu, the start menu, hit start, the option will change to view babes, and you can actually check all the babes out. It's the same woman with different hair color, hairstyle, different clothes, different color skin. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much Blasto, and it's hard, frustrating, and I really was not a fan of this game. I screamed a lot, and I mean a lot, at the TV. Now, I can understand how some people can like this game, but I'm not one of them. To me, it's like a 5 out of 10. It's worth playing at least once, especially if you're looking for a challenging game. But yes, I can understand why a lot of people do not like this game and why it didn't take off. And it really is sad that this was one of Phil Hartman's final performances in voice acting before he sadly was murdered by his wife. Well, Phil Hartman, I still appreciate you, and may you rest in peace. And goodness, I finally played your game, Blasto.